It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for you to start paying attention to Near Protocol, a very promising cryptocurrency project that crosses into the realms of AI. What we're going to be doing in this video is looking at some recent news involving Near Protocol. We're going to be showing you why this news is going to see Near Protocol likely do quite well. We're also going to be looking at the founder, Ilya, or one of the co-founders, Ilya's recent history in regards to AI and how he's the perfect man for the job of combining AI and the cryptocurrency space. And Near Protocol has very much pivoted to becoming a crypto AI play. Now, AI is going to be one of the biggest revolutions, one of the biggest technological revolutions that the world has ever seen. Just like the agricultural revolution, it's going to displace millions, potentially billions of individuals, and it's going to play a role in regards to human consciousness. A very deep topic that we can go into in a lot more detail. But this technology is huge, and the blockchain technology, crypto, is not, I don't think, as big, potentially, but is going to play as big a role in the world that we're moving towards. And actually, AI needs crypto for many reasons, for the kind of provenance of where these large language models actually get their information, accountability, restraint, and a whole host of other reasons. And we're going to be looking at a clip of Ilya actually explaining why AI needs blockchain. And we're going to really be talking about how well positioned Near Protocol actually is in regards to the kind of emergence of these two industries. And then we'll be looking at some charts. I've got some really interesting charts. Obviously, we've got Near USD, made our first target, potentially looking at a much higher Near price. We'll be showing you that. And of course, just how good the Near BTC chart looks at. When it walketh, talketh, and quacketh like a duck, it's a duck. Near Protocol looks ready to do some pretty epic things in the coming year. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the huge news that was recently announced. And it comes from Grayscale. We're pleased to announce the launch of our newest private placement investment product, Grayscale's decentralized AI fund, available to eligible accredited investors. So that means you poor folk out there don't get to touch it. Only the big guys. But the good news is you can buy these cryptocurrencies on exchanges like Coinbase and the such. Now, that is not an endorsement. I don't care whether you buy these projects or not. We really do not care. We don't profit from it. We don't benefit from it. We're just highlighting what I believe is a potential opportunity. And whether you choose to take that or not is entirely up to you. So the individual cryptocurrencies that were listed in this Grayscale decentralized AI fund are Near Protocol at the helm of it. I think it represents something like 33%. Render, Filecoin, LPT, and BitTensor. Let's dive over to Grayscale's actual website, and you can see what we're essentially looking at. If you look at the holdings, we've got Near at 31%, so it is their biggest bet, followed by Filecoin, a decentralized data storage play, at 30%, then Render at 25%, LPT, which obviously stands for Live Peer, at 9%, and of course BitTensor at 2.8%, basically 3%. Now, Grayscale's products, we've had a great success in regards to tracking. This is the kind of flow of money into the crypto space because Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps. This is the first Grayscale product that we got two targets right for. Obviously, the most recent just being met, all predicted back in 2023 by us, start of 2023. This is Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust. This is their Ethereum Trust. And this is their digital large cap fund, which we think is now set to something like 7x. We're likely going to get there just like we've seen the other predictions that we've given technically come true. So Grayscale's products have a track record of doing very well. Near Protocol is likely going to do exceptionally well as a result of all of this. And Near Protocol, according to Grayscale, they're certainly betting that it is the kind of biggest play for them in regards to AI and crypto. It's very interesting when you do some digging into who the founder of Near Protocol is, or one of the co-founders, Ilya. He is a very impressive individual. Now, he was actually at a recent conference hosted by Nvidia and was one of the only people in regards to the cryptocurrency space that was on stage with Jensen, who is, of course, the CEO of Nvidia, one of the largest stocks in the world, one of the largest kind of AI plays, the chip makers for AI. And very interesting that he was there. And he has a very, very impressive background. When we look at this article over here, It is titled 8 Google Employees Invented Modern AI. Here's the inside story. And of course, he is one of the individuals. And we'll scroll down and find him very, very quickly. And you can see, of course, this is the individual who is, of course, now the co-founder of Near Protocol. So this is a project you absolutely, in my opinion, should be paying attention to. There are a number of reasons why. What I want to do now is actually play you a clip of him talking about why AI needs crypto, and then we'll finish off on a little bit of price action.
Now, AI itself needs blockchain. Right now, you have a kind of private company that builds an API and offers it to everyone, and now it becomes a data moat, and it has GDPR concerns. It has all of those different compliance and complications. On the other side, the open source, if you just build a model and you release it, or you do a fine-tuning with expert knowledge, doesn't have a direct business model, right? You just post it out there and everybody using it. Using something like provable inference, you can actually have a marketplace of expert models that are solving specific problems. And whoever built the fundamental model, as well those who did the fine-tuning, can receive payment from this through the transaction. You can have data and compute marketplaces. You can have a way to track where the data is coming from and either have a payment system or copyright system that enforces this. You can also have the other side, have the reputation around data and content that's being produced to ensure that it's kind of has the reputation behind whoever posted it, and it's not just generated for malicious use. Now, AI agents are the future work and finance. AI agents are not just a co-pilot that you chat in with, but something where you give the description of a task or a mission, and they go and execute it on your behalf or on behalf of kind of broader mission. AI agents cannot go and open a bank account. They cannot transact in traditional system. The only way they can actually interact and manage resources is through blockchain. And the way they can communicate with each other will need a cryptographic verification. And so blockchain is a way that AI agents will be kind of facilitating their transaction and interactions. They will become more and more kind of active participants in this ecosystem and potentially have way more transactions generated than any people could. They can request work and create trustless contracts between each other to actually facilitate something done for them. And so just to kind of imagine, one step ahead for some project like Near Tasks that I was presenting before, is you can have a gigs marketplace where anybody, be that a human or an AI agent, can come in and pay some money to do some work, right? And the work can be anything. It can be something that's usually, you ask from AI now, like translate, but also from a person. It can be something where you ask a developer to implement your feature. It can even be something that's done in physical world. And on the other side, there's participants, right, workers that are individual people, but also other AI agents can go and pick up these tasks and execute on them. And you have a verification loop, right, embedded into this marketplace to ensure that they're doing the quality work. So that's kind of, overall framework of future work where, in a way, what jobs we're doing right now are starting to get decomposed into smaller parts. And some parts are done by AI. Some parts need a lot more creativity, a lot more context, a lot more knowledge are done by people. Maybe some verification of the AI work is done by people to ensure that they're doing a correct job. That's kind of the framework that we're going to see more and more in the future.
A truly fascinating talk, to say the least. It's amazing to me how distributed ledgers find themselves at the convergence of most industries, whether that be finance, whether that be things that governments are trying to do, identity, whether that be supply chains, whether that be AI, whether that be decentralized physical infrastructure. There's a blockchain crossover to everything. This is the technology that the future world of tomorrow is going to run upon, because it just simply revolutionizes everything. It upgrades it all by building on Web3. What I want to do now, guys, is dive over to the Near chart. Now, our first price prediction that we gave a long time ago for Near was indeed met. We were identifying this with a small head and shoulders. The target that we generated was $7.71. And of course, that got met. Since then, you've been pulling back along with the rest of the cryptocurrency space, but there could potentially be a broader pattern that may see, and we know Near's in an uptrend, because we use something called phase analysis. We're releasing a course very soon. This was at the point that you broke. This was on volume. You came back, you had a retest, and now you're in an uptrend. And we do potentially have that $27 price prediction. But the Near USD chart not only looks fantastic, the Near BTC chart is one of the best looking BTC charts that there is in the entire cryptocurrency space. And we are predicting a monumental move for Near Protocol against Bitcoin. Now, that means that the overall space is going to likely be doing rather well because Near isn't going to be doing well if Bitcoin isn't. But in that environment where everything's doing well, Near is going to be actually outperforming the likes of BTC. So it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for you to start paying attention to Near Protocol if you are not already. And I believe many of you likely already are because of the kind of prospects that this blockchain is offering. It is, in Grayscale's opinion, their number one AI pick for the cryptocurrency space. On that note, ladies and gents, I'm going to love and leave you. If you've enjoyed this content, a like is always greatly appreciated, and so is a comment, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you all in the next.